I'm constantly like figuring shit out. Dudes figured out when they were like 21, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's like life's crazy. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, and then I start thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm retarded.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
You know, my husband did not wrap up the nomination in 1992 until he won the California primary somewhere in the middle of June, right? We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June in California. I don't understand it. And, there's lots of speculation about why it is, but...
What's your speculation?
I don't know. I find it curious.
You're talking about zero carbon emissions, no use of fossil fuels within 12 years?
That is the goal. It's ambitious. And
how is that possible? You're talking about everybody having to drive an electric car.
It's going to require a lot of rapid change that we don't even conceive as possible right now. What is the problem with trying to push our technological capacities to the furthest extent possible?
This would require, though, raising taxes.
There's an element where, people are going to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
I think it's very important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we exist in the history and in the moment as it relates not only to the past but the future.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
DAWGBRAINZ, welcome back to another podcast. Today I have a special guest with me today. Unfortunately, Simon is busy, so he unfortunately is not on this episode, but I have somebody I think, almost as good, I think, maybe.
Almost, not quite.
Maybe like 60% as good, but still, hey, that's,
Maybe.
that's something, that's something. I'm joined by Dog Sis. She got the shout out from the on the first episode and the second episode. She runs the TikTok account. So if you don't like that stuff there, you can yell at her. I don't.
Okay.
I think it's good, but hey, what can you do? But,
I think you should yell at Dustin because he approves everything first.
That is true. I do like to make sure that she posts bad content on purpose.
Awful, horrible content.
Out of spite, out of spite for you guys, the viewer.
I want to make it as miserable as possible.
I want to destroy the viewing experience of the listener here. My goal is to have them as confused as possible 90% of the time.
Confusion and hate is what gets views. Come on.
Yeah, say something like we can get canceled.
No.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream is mid.
Cancel him. Shut him down. How dare he?
That's it. Hold on. Why did everybody just click off this podcast? Hold on. What's going on?
Viewers went down like 100%. We're at 0.
Wow, damn. What was that? Copyright strike? Joe Biden, man. What Joe Biden said? Joe Biden struck our channel down. To be fair, I didn't say chocolate chip. Or what did he say his favorite one was though?
Chocolate chip something.
I don't know. I remember that. I remember there being an interview and it was like, I don't know why, but there's just a video of him going, chocolate chip. And I don't know why that was funny to me. I feel bad making fun of him because he literally is a senile old man. And at a certain point, regardless of like who you are or what your political leaning is, you got to take a step back and realize, hey, if you're for him, you're bullying him. because nobody his age needs to be dealing with that type of stress. And if you're against him, you're also bullying him because he's a senile old man. He doesn't even know where he is, let alone what he's saying.
Bro, why are you bullying America's grandpa right now? Like, stop.
Bro, America's great grandpa, bro.
That's more like it.
Bro was around. Like, I think he was born in like the 40s.
Dude's been around forever. Are you kidding?
He was around when like Model Ts were on the road.
That's insane, dude.
If you slice Biden in half and like counted the rings, there'd probably be a ton of rings.
There'd be so many rings.
Now, I know you're supposed to count them to the middle, right? Outside of the middle. But what happens if you like kept going? What if you just didn't stop at the middle and you just kept going all the way to the other side?
It'd probably be like twice as many rings.
I think there'd be one less.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's definitely an odd number.
Well, no,
if you think about it, because like the
the
middle ring
center
is a circle.
Yeah, so you're counting both sides of that circle, though, aren't you? Is that what you're saying?
I count that as one.
Okay, so there'd be one less than double.
Exactly. You see? So, little math for you,
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I need
multiply that by tree. There's one less. Just it's double, but minus one.
Yeah, I guess.
Man, water hits different when you're thirsty.
You know what really hits different when you're thirsty?
What?
Gatorade.
It really depends on the flavor. Like
Go
if
to
you're
Gatorade.
if you're gonna hit me with some like cucumber Gatorade,
oh,
you
ew.
can keep it. You can keep it.
I'll dehydrate.
But like, give me if I'm like working, and somebody's like, "Yo, do you want this cool blue Gatorade?" I'm just like,
dude, I'm drinking a Glacier Freeze Gatorade right now.
Yeah, I mean it's the same deal. It's pretty much the same deal.
The
I
light
don't know
blue
what the difference.
One of them's dark blue and one of them's light blue.
They're both good. I think they're the same flavor. You know what I mean? I think they're like
one of them has like a little bit of water added. It's just like let's just tone it down.
While we're on the topic of like those type of drinks, like, have you tried Prime?
No, I haven't.
I thought about it. Bad. Is
it bad?
It's weird because like it tastes like it's full of sugar.
Okay.
But it's not. It has no sugar.
Oh, is it? It's like fake sugar, or is it zero
it has
sugar?
Like sorbitol and like it has like all the artificial sweeteners in it. So like sorbitol.
No, give me one of them 34 grams of sugar drinks. Like, if I'm drinking it, give me the sugar.
They have like Gatorade water now that has electrolytes.
I saw that. I think I actually drank some of that on the plane last time I was flying. I ended up we bought like 2 of them.
I mean, if you cramp up, that's nice. That's nice to have. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sports drinks are for people that sweat a lot. If you sweat a lot, you need the electrolytes.
Let me tell you,
like
when I was like a summer ago, I was doing a whole lot like in the middle of the summer and it was like really, really hot. Dude, Body Armor.
Body Armor is different.
The orange mango Body Armor is top tier.
I used to think like Body Armors were like a healthy juice that was like pressed. And then I like read the ingredients one day. I was like, it's like all sugar, and they put like a whole bunch of other stuff in it. It's not even
it's
like
Gatorade,
it's just
but just in a different bottle.
It's like the same thing with like like the smoothies, the naked smoothies.
Oh yeah.
They're all just apple juice. It's all just mostly apple juice. Like if you read the back of any of those bottles, it's all apple juice.
It's apple juice, and then they kind of like waved a little bit of other fruit over top of it, and they're like, yes, mango.
They just poured apple juice in a bottle and they yelled kiwi, and then they closed it real quick, before the kiwi could get out.
Yeah.
When I was little, I used to think you could trap sound like that.
Did you really?
I thought you could. Yeah, I thought you could like yell with like a ziploc, zip it up and save for later.
I swear people were lying to us when we were little because that was the thing. Like you'd open it and you would hear the sound again, and that was the big deal if you yelled into something. Well, obviously you didn't, but like I was always under the impression, similarly to you, I assume that if you like yelled into a thing and you closed it, when you opened it, your yell would be there.
It's so easy to psyop like a child. Which
Dude,
that sounds
ripping off
weird
a kid
to say.
and just
like
so fun.
Like I get it. Like I get it, Mr. Government, Mr. CIA. I get it. You know what I mean? Like toying with my little cousins, just being like, nah, bro, that's how you do it. That's just how you do it, you know? if you
Dude, I
paint your
spent
car
a lot of
orange, it goes
time
faster.
around middle schoolers. You know what I mean? Like, not in a weird way. It's just something I do. I don't know why I said it like that. Like, oh, I just spend time with middle schoolers for fun. No, I volunteer. But middle schoolers are so stupid.
You volunteered to hang out with middle schoolers? Is that what it is?
I was forcibly volunteered to spend time with middle schoolers. Yes.
All right.
But they're so dumb. They just believe
them?
stuff. No, like weekly.
But I mean, yeah, they do.
Like
they do just kind of believe anything.
Fifth graders are so they just say stuff, and I'm like, who told you that? They're lying to you, man.
Did you know that if you ate like a pound of peanut, you got to tell them like, oh, if you eat too much beef jerky, you'll get high. You know what I mean? And then they'll eat like, oh man, I ate so much beef jerky, I'm faded. You know?
It's the placebo effect.
When I was younger, I used to think like the people that like packed lips of tobacco, they were packing lips of like beef jerky. Like they make this beef jerky, it's like a powder kind of, and they come in like a little dip can. Yeah, I got it at like a hunting convention I went to. They had like a jerky stall, so I was like, oh, let me get a can of puck of jerky, you know. So I pulled out my Copenhagen beef, you know. I packed the lip, you know, because I thought that's what everybody was doing. It's the same kind of can. So I was like packing a lip of beef jerky, spitting out beef jerky. Everybody thought I was dipping. I was like, what do you mean? It's beef. It's beef.
Just beef jerky. You're just spitting out perfectly good beef jerky.
No, I wasn't spitting out the jerky itself. I was like letting the jerky soak. Spitting out the spit. Like I saw people doing. I did.
You were just pretending to chew, but it was jerky.
Yeah, pretty much. Now look at me now.
Look at you now.
Look at me now. Now I might not be.
Go repent for your sins, my dude.
I might not be a Zank, but I'm certainly a Zenner. You know.
Hate the Zen, not the Zenner, bro.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's crazy. That's a crazy, bro. They got a flavor called Chill.
Chill?
They just have a flavor called Chill. I was looking at the flavors the other day, not too long ago, and it was like spearmint, like winter mint. They got like tobacco. They got tobacco flavors, and they've got one of them. It's just called Chill. And I was like, What does Chill taste like? Like
what did it taste like? Did you get it?
Yeah, it just tasted tingly. It had like no real flavor, a little bit refreshing. Like it was like a light menthol. Yeah, but like in my mind, when I was buying them, I was like, what does Chill taste like? What is like a laid back person that like smokes a little bit? What do they taste like? You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Pause. Like
rewind, try again.
No Hannibal Lecter. No Hannibal Lecter.
No cannibalism on the podcast, please.
No Hannibal Buress. Actually, Hannibal Buress, hop on the podcast. You're funny. You're really funny. Anyway, besides the point. Shout out Bill
Dude, some of the flavors for stuff is crazy. Because like it'll be flavored like Dream, and you're like, what am I supposed to believe this is?
I've noticed that with like a lot of like drinks and stuff, they'll just title the drink like, ooh, like fashion style. Or like I got like Kim K energy drink one time, and it literally just said Kimade on it. Kimade. Like not lemonade, not limeade.
What are you drinking, bro?
Like they squeezed Kim Kardashian and made it into a drink. Kimade.
I really hope they didn't though. Like
no, they didn't. It would taste like pink lemonade. But like still,
okay,
It was on clearance. It was on clearance.
Okay.
I like to save a buck here and there.
Yeah.
Speaking of saving a buck, I got this pre-workout. This shit hit dummy hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did 3 lines of it before the podcast. I'm chill.
3 lines of pre-workout.
Yeah, my nose is a little bit blocked though from the Beyond Raw lit gummy worm flavor.
Just doing lines of gummy worm pre-workout before the podcast. Gotta get ready. It's a workout.
Bro, the flavors of stuff is getting so wild. You know what I mean? Like vaping is bad.
Yeah,
Period.
vaping's awful. Don't do it.
But when I go into the store for different things that are not vapes,
yeah,
I like to look at the different flavors because like some of the ones they've got are crazy. Like apple jalapeno fucking honey or whatever, or like like matcha green tea lemonade, or like they've got like whatever they got like leather belt flavor, like they got all different types of flavor.
Yeah.
I saw one. It said Axe Africa body spray, and I was like, what? Axe Africa body spray flavor? Huh?
But that was a flavor.
Mm-hmm. That
wasn't you're talking about
real.
like actual.
It wasn't a real flavor. No. Yeah, imagine you bought like you go to the grocery store, they sell like Jewel body spray.
Dude, that'd be wild.
Puff bar body spray. Spray some cotton candy smell on you before you go in, just in case you want everybody to know you're a douchebag when you walk into a room.
Smell like a puff bar and be like, no, I don't actually vape. It's just my body spray.
Imagine 5% nicotine body spray.
Dude.
I know they have nicotine patches. How does you could this little underarm nicotine before the day starts,
Let me just get some of that fresh nicotine scent before I go grocery shopping. Let me just
rub tobacco on you all over. Just buy a bag of tobacco and just rub it on you.
Do you know what's insane? I was looking at like Bath and Body Works or something. We went in there at the mall. They have like body sprays and soaps just labeled bourbon or like night. Yeah, what does the night smell like, bro? Like,
try buying anything as a guy without smelling it first. Like
you can't.
I get it.
Tough.
You try to look, it's tough. Yeah, literally the Captain. What the fuck does a Captain smell like? Literally, my deodorant says Captain with bergamot. I don't know what Captain smells like. I for sure don't know what bergamot smells like.
Bro.
I mean, it smells good, thankfully. But
no, I was looking at other things, and it was like Cool Sport. What does Cool Sport smell like?
Duh. Have you smelled anybody that's cool that plays sports before? Like them. It smells like.
You smell like BO. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of funny. Like, guys will go at like marketing for guys is so easy. All you got to do is title it something that guys want to be. And like if you made like a pair of underwear and called them like super strong, big balls, man, people, it would sell out in a day.
What kind of underwear are you wearing? Big balls.
Big muscly strong balls. What type of mouthwash do you use? Tough beard flavor mouthwash?
It's so hard buying stuff as a girl too, because I mean, at least we have real scent names. But all of the scents are
flowers.
But it's like fairy lavender or like sweet rose.
Yeah, like.
But they're all flowers.
Unicorn and cupcake flavor shampoo.
Exactly. And I'm just like, can I just have flavor. Like you eat the shampoo?
I drink it, yeah. I mean,
hey, you don't need to tell me what you did as a kid, okay? We all know.
I got coconut milk shampoo, so that way I can drink it if I get thirsty,
You're just in the shower shampooing your hair. I could go for some coconut milk right now.
It's good for you. It keeps you hydrated, I heard. But
yeah, I guess
conditioner for the tongue. A little nice mouthfeel. Got some nice mouthfeel.
Yeah, smooth, no, you're just like rubbing it on your tongue because your tongue needs to be smooth enough to I don't know, do whatever you do with your tongue.
There's nothing beats slimy tongue. I love a slimy tongue. That's my favorite feeling in my mouth.
You do you, man. Like I'm not gonna stop you from living your dreams, I guess.
No, I
You and
could
your
play the
slime.
board with my tongue right now. I could for real scuff up some wood with my tongue.
What is it, slimy or is it rough?
Rough, very rough.
It's
I'm
rough.
dehydrated right now. Yeah. You can hear it in my voice probably I'm dehydrated. I've been sipping water trying to make it go away, but yeah, yesterday I sweated out like a ton. So like I'm catching up on hydration.
You ever just like forget to drink water for a day or two?
Yeah. Literally yesterday. It happens whenever I caffeinate like crazy.
That's fair. No, because caffeine is a natural, like it dehydrates you.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
like
something
it
that,
also makes you not thirsty. It's really weird.
well, yeah, it's
Like it
like
makes you not
you're
thirsty
drinking it
and
because
not
it's a
hungry.
liquid. It's a liquid. You're
Isn't it a
drinking
little
it,
bit
and
weird?
it dehydrates you.
Isn't it a little bit odd that like coffee has like physical and psychological effects? It does. Caffeine does,
Yeah.
right? More specifically, as a drug, caffeine does. Caffeine
Yeah.
and cocaine and like meth and like crack, they all kind of do the same thing.
I mean, I guess you're kind of right because it's like
I
they're
mean,
all
coffee
very
doesn't make you
similar.
go crazy. That's I guess true. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like I've drank enough coffee where I'm just like, oh, maybe I get it now. Is this is probably why people do drugs, like real drugs, not like
Not like the
like
natural.
natural drugs, like
The natural.
lab made drugs.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, coffee's totally legal. Matter of fact, it's like we fought wars over coffee in the past, like to
That
make
is
sure that
true.
we have coffee here, and it's like
What are we
it's a
supposed
little
to
bit
drink?
weird.
What are we, fish?
Well, so this is the kicker, right? So why coffee there? Like there's other stuff, but like the reason they found coffee was because it was cheap to produce,
Mm-hmm.
like, and it was a drug that people that would like it was a stimulant they could give people to make them more productive.
Yeah.
Which again, I mean, everybody has their own thoughts as far as American imperialism, but I happen to be a connoisseur,
Yeah,
of
connoisseur.
of imperialism, in general,
Just in general. Got it.
yeah. One might call me a Napoleonistic because of how short I am.
Oh yeah, you're like a midget. That's crazy. That
Yeah.
makes
Well,
sense.
hey, you
You
can't
are
be using
Napoleon.
don't be using slurs on my podcast, all right?
It's not a slur, bro. It's a descriptive
Yes, it
term.
is. Yes, it is. All right. Call them what
Bro,
they want to be called. All right. Call them call them
what
Oompa
do they want
Loompas
to
like
be
they want.
called?
Call them Oompa Loompas like they want. All right.
Oompa
That's all
Loompas?
they want. Yeah. I mean, look,
You're
they're gonna be
saying they
sitting there
like
and
the
make.
smart one.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be sitting there working that chocolate boat on the river, you know what I mean? That's tough to do. You know what I mean? We at
You're
least
gonna
earn
be
the respect.
guarding the last 3
Come
cocoa
on.
beans. You better. I gotta make sure.
I'm judging if the eggs are good or bad before I'm putting the eggs on the thing. You believe
Gotcha.
this? So some bitch that got up on the thing said she was a bad egg. It got burned alive. You believe in the entitlement of this bitch? I hopefully she learned her lesson. I hope she did.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, this fat guy, this real fat guy. He decided to go swimming in the lake and he got sucked up into a pipe and he died.
That just gives you guys so much more work. How dare he?
I mean, it
Now you
did.
gotta
I
like clean
mean,
it.
nah, we didn't clean it up. Are you kidding me?
Oh, got you. So like the next like 4 batches of chocolate were just infused with a little bit of Fat Boy.
Yeah, those are in the reserves for special occasions.
You're gonna sell them on like eBay or something. They're gonna make you
Well, yeah,
bank,
like in case Jeffrey Dahmer ever decides to come or something.
bro. We're back
But,
on cannibalism. Like, let's get off of cannibalism, please.
nah, I like cannibalism. It's fun. It's not
I
fun.
already got him. Got him. Got him.
What do
He
you
likes
think? What do you
cannibalism,
think?
guys.
what do you think human tastes like? Because like I've heard stories of people like that go to like war in like different countries, and
Yeah.
they eat some interesting food. Like I know people that have eaten dog. Like personally, I know
Okay.
people that have eaten dog, and it's like, all right, that's other places
I
in the
mean,
world they do that.
sucks,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like, so somebody was telling me that they tried like they were cooking monkey,
Oh.
and he didn't know it was monkey at first. He thought because like as soon as the hair's gone, they're pretty indistinguishable from humans. So it just looked like somebody was just roasting up a human. And he said he never got that image out of his mind. And I was like, whoa, So it's just like, I'd imagine we probably taste like monkeys. Whatever monkey tastes like, we probably taste like similar.
I mean, that's a fair assumption. I don't think human tastes like anything. I kind of want to never think about that personally.
Not me. I'm like a wagyu. I'm like a wagyu human. Yeah.
You're a wagyu.
Yeah, I'm like a wagyu Kobe beef. Kobe beef.
Nah, I
Human.
think you're like the cheap sirloin from the grocery store that's been sitting there for like a week.
I'm like that dollar store meat that's made out of like if you separated, detached food starch is what it says on the packaging. Like
You're
the
just
Dollar
like
Tree
a
steaks.
slab of scrapple. That's what you are. You're just all the parts that no one wants.
I am a pork roll, just like one like a log of pork roll.
You're just a hot dog. Like no one wants to know what's in you.
Also, both of those are regional jokes that most people probably will not understand.
Fair.
Like, for those of you listening that are gay, it is also known as Taylor ham. If you're
Oh,
if you like
if
if
you're
you like
wrong,
men, if you're a man and you like men and like perhaps you're Catholic, you might call it Taylor ham. But if you're a real American, you call it pork roll.
oh.
I
It's
mean,
Taylor pork roll, but it's not Taylor ham. Like that's just.
I don't know. I don't know who let her. I don't know who gave it to her, but I wish it was my
Oh,
pork
you're
roll.
just assuming Taylor's gender. You don't know any like male Taylors. You're just assuming that it's a girl.
Well, I mean, with the amount of time she spends flying around, wouldn't surprise me if she owned a pork manufacturing plant in Pennsylvania.
That's fair. Yeah.
The amount of money she spends on jet fuel, geez,
Jeez.
She could have built her own airport. That's an idea. Taylor Swift Airport.
Taylor Swift Airport.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the day that celebrities just start building their own like airports. You know what I mean?
How do you know they don't already have them?
Yeah, I'm flying out of a. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
I'm flying out of Taylor International right now.
Yeah, I'm going to Mr. Beast Airport next. In North Carolina, there's not too much going on. I think that's where Mr. Jimmy Beast is from. There's not like yeah, I think so. But he could like seriously probably give any other airport in North Carolina a run for their money, if nothing else.
Dude, he probably has his own airport that he uses, and no one knows about it. And he's like, one day, one day he's just gonna be like, oh, gonna like walk into like a grocery store,
airport.
Walk into a grocery store. Hey, do you like to travel? Would you like to own an airport?
Yeah, approaching homeless guys on the street and is like, $1 or a mystery package. Mystery package, just some keys. This is the keys to the Denver International Airport. Anyway, but speaking of Mr. Beast, did you hear about like the Chris Tyson the stuff?
I've heard some of it. Yeah,
I don't
kind of hard
know.
not
to. Half of me. I don't know. It might be better to just leave this one alone, honestly.
Yeah, let's. What about
like
airports
with
are
those
pretty
kids.
cool.
Sorry,
dude.
I said we should leave it alone. Then like she should have done.
Dude, Can't be saying that.
I can say whatever I want.
It is, yeah, you do have freedom.
Thankfully, for now, I can say whatever I want before they put one of those like Neuralink chips inside of my brain, and they start telling me what I can and cannot say.
Bro, whenever you get one of them chips, I'm gonna buy the like device that controls it, and you're just not gonna be able to talk anymore.
You're just gonna shock me like a doll, like a shock collar. You're just
Exactly. Every time
like
you
a
just try
maze
to
of
form
invisible
words,
fence.
you're just
You're
gonna
gonna
like
set up like a
try to form a
maze through
word.
the house. Set up a maze around the house with an invisible fence for me to walk around. I don't know where it is, So I'm just walking.
Changes every day.
Just walking on inside. Yeah, you set it up every day different.
You're like going to
the
get a
lab
snack
rat
and then you just get
experiment.
electrocuted.
Yup. Yup. That's what I like. That's what I need is a Neuralink implant for my brain. I'm gonna be the first
Maybe
person to get banned. I'm gonna be the first person to get banned on Neuralink.
How do you get banned from a Neuralink that's in your own head, bro?
I'm gonna think something real nasty. It's gonna be like, hey, we don't want this no more. We don't want this no more. I'm just gonna start cooking, and then they're just gonna have to I'm gonna burn whatever I'm cooking.
Bro.
Like, hold on, let him cook. Let him. No, stop. He's cooking.
You're gonna start cooking monkey, and they're just be like, "Yo, what is he doing?"
Just take away his utensils. Take away his utensils.
Imagine
I don't know.
society as it is just turns into like the society from Divergent, and it's like you all have like Neuralink chips, and you just do something real bad, they take it out. You're just like, no, you go into the empty now.
What the empty is that what they call it, bro?
No, they call it, like factionless or whatever, but they still like live in the same place. So I thought that was kind of lame. So I was like, yo, where do you live? The
You know
empty.
what's kind of weird though?
What?
You said the empty, and I was like, I wouldn't put it past any of these pretentious authors to use that as where they called where the not city area.
I'm 99% sure I watched or read something and the empty was a thing. Is it Stranger Things?
I don't know.
No,
That's
that's
the
the Upside
upside
Down.
down. But that's another one where it's kind of like, all right, I get it. I get it. It's underneath of where they're at. Technically, maybe you could consider it upside down. It's like a weird version of the world they're living in. I get it. Upside down.
It's just
Sure.
Australia, dude.
It's still pretentious. You know what I mean?
It really is.
And I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it ominous, and they're trying to give it some type of oh, you don't really know what's going. Imagine a book like Divergent. Instead of oh, you're going out to the empty. Oh, you're going out to Lancaster. You know what I mean? Whatever. It doesn't have it just is less impact.
Lancaster is the empty, bro. Essentially,
I know.
it is the empty.
That's why I picked it. That's why I picked it. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Shout out my Amish bros. Amish, if you're listening to this, you should be.
I won't tell though. Give us those views, bro.
Yo, if you're on Rumspringa and you want to come on, more than welcome. Shout out my Amish homies. Shout out my Meta Knights.
Bro, you remember when they used to cook for us?
Bro, I still remember they made a chicken corn chowder one time. That was so gas. So gas.
That was the most wild experience of my life, I think.
Yeah, I mean
maybe not of my life, but
I don't know. Have you ever been to an Amish market, a real Amish market?
Dude, yes.
So it is one of those things. Amish people are chill. Amish people hook it up food style. No matter what you get. What?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that Amish people hook it up food style, like Shady Maples. You've probably never been there. It's it's called a smorgasbord.
No, I have. You weren't there, but we did go one time.
Out of this world, out of body experience.
It was insane.
Actually, out of body experience. It's I consider myself a man of food. A man of maybe not so much culture, but food.
Fair.
But it doesn't got to be Japanese imported A5 Wagyu with sea urchin on top, for me to enjoy it. It just got to be good. It's got to be cooked right. It's got to be flavored, seasoned, And Amish people They don't beat around the bush. They'll give you roast pork that's juicy, falling apart, perfectly flavored, nice little smoke ring, like
Oh
they,
yeah.
they don't do too much, but what they do, they're amazing.
Remember those Amish donuts we used to get?
Fuck it, I'm about to first Amish podcast. I'm about to be Amish.
You're about to be Amish.
Yeah, I think
they want
you're allowed to use. I think you're allowed to use technology for work. So like,
I was gonna ask that. Do you
technically,
think they have to go to like their church or whatever, or their elders or whoever they go to, and be like, "Yo, can I operate a cash register?" Like, is that something I'm allowed to do?
I don't know. I think as long as it's business related, their show because like they use
There's a
scales,
lot of
like
Amish, like a
electronic
lot of
scale.
Amish market. Well, I don't
I
know.
mean,
A lot of you like they usually use like old timey scales that don't have like digital
no,
stuff.
they use like the old timey judge scales.
No, but you know what I mean?
Imagine
Like it's not digital, it's all like what they have
you're
in the
telling me they
grocery
use
store.
this. You're telling me they use the same type of scales as they use to buy slaves with.
Bro, hold on. No, I did not
You're,
say that.
that's
The
exactly
Amish
what you
didn't
said.
buy slaves. They did their own work, dude. You kidding?
You said they're using them old timey scales that
I'm not
the way
saying like that old.
the way you said old timey was kind of like down south style. So I was like, and I know you're
Bro,
down Texas way,
yeehaw, you kidding? No.
it's rubbing off on all that racism they got down.
Yo. Hey, you can't say I'm racist. I have black friends.
All right, that's like the ultimate God moment for Rick. You're like, no, me racist. There's a black
Never.
person I know. I know one black person. Oh, my favorite football team is black people on it. There's like a really funny thing, like there are some college football programs that didn't let black people play for them like way too late, like
Yeah.
way too late. Like I'm pretty sure like Alabama, which is now like the football school, like every year they're like top 10, you know what I mean, in the
Oh,
nation. Uh, like they didn't let black people play until like the 70s. I'm pretty sure.
that's wild, man.
Hold on, I'm about to look this up just for like posterity. You can ramble about integration if you want.
I'm not probably integration. Just Alabama football team is crazy. Football out here is just different. But when Alabama's playing, the entire city shuts down
Hold on,
because yeah.
hold on.
No,
I'm looking this up.
okay. Look it
When
up.
did Alabama Alabama football integrate? 1963.
That seems like
But
way too late.
actually, Alabama was the last of the SEC campuses to integrate.
Ooh.
Alabama, which that was just the campuses. That's not even
Yeah.
sports. The Alabama football was the seventh, like the seventh school and the seventh conference school to recruit a black football player in 1970.
Yikes.
And they didn't let him take the field until 1971.
Ooh. I mean, from what I've heard
That's
about Alabama, that doesn't surprise me. But it's still
yeah.
way too late.
Like there's a really like funny like I don't know if you know what Gillian Keeves is. They do like sketches. It's like Shane Gillis, really funny guy, like
Mhm.
hysterical stand-up comedian, does a really fire podcast. Check it out if you don't know who he is. You should, unless you're living under a rock. But there's another guy, John McKeever, and the guy is like one of the most brilliant minds, like comedy writing minds. You know what I mean? Like that's what he
Yeah.
does. He does it well. He's a phenomenal director, and that's what he does. And
Yeah.
but they do like a show called Gillian Keeves, and it's like little shorts, and it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. And they did one about integration, and it was like a high school program, but it kind of was like the same premise as what Bear Bryant did with Alabama football, where
Oh,
Bear
okay.
Bryant was the head coach at the time, and he was like one of those guys that was like, he wasn't really for black people playing. Like he wasn't like a leader, like a civil rights leader. But they were just getting smacked around by teams that had black people in their squad, and they're just like, man, we got to do something, you know?
Like we should try this.
Yeah, well, it's like when you're like when I used to beat you in 2K and I would just do the same thing over and over and over again. And then you
Okay.
eventually just started catching on. You're just like, oh, maybe, well, what if I do that also? You know?
Okay. Listen, I don't base everything off of what you do. Sometimes I do my own things when I play 2K.
Nah, you're a mini me, which is weird because you're like a woman.
I'm like a woman. I'm not a woman. I'm like a woman.
I don't
No,
know.
come on.
So sometimes I'm still wondering.
Okay, whatever.
Michelle
Whatever.
Michelle Obama style. Michelle Obama style.
I don't even want to know what you mean by that. So let's go back to black people playing football.
Speaking of black people playing football, Michelle Obama. Anyway, sorry. No, Mike Obama did though. Big Mike, they call
Michael.
her. Big Mike. I didn't come up with that. That's funny though. It is funny.
Dude from The Blind Side.
No, it's Michelle Obama. What are you talking about?
No, but you're just using The Blind Side. You're ripping off your jokes. Come on, man.
Hey, it's not my joke. I'm ripping off somebody else who ripped off The Blind Side. So that's safe. That's not my joke. I'm not taking credit for that
Did you hear about all the controversy with Blindside?
one. Yes, but if you actually do like any type of digging, like the kid wouldn't be like he wouldn't have had a football career without the family, and he's made
Oh no.
millions and millions of dollars in his playing career, and he's
Yeah, but
mad about like the 200K that the Tui family actually got from the movie and the book. Like
no,
it's not like they made it's
it
their
was
rights. They have the rights to the story. That's it.
well,
That's
yeah.
what it is. They
No, but
paid
the
somebody to
whole
write the
thing
book.
was that it was not accurate about what actually happened. And so he was all mad that they were trying to paint themselves to be this like really like good people, and it's just that wasn't it.
Yeah, but like I don't know. On one hand, I get it. You know what I mean. On the other
Yeah.
hand, bro did kind of get a whole career handed to him,
Bro did
because
try
of
to
his
get a whole
family.
career.
Literally,
Oh, for
because like,
sure. No, I'm not.
and
I'm
the
not.
Tui's got him. The Tui's got him into what college did he go to? I forget. But whatever college
Uh,
it was, they were big time donors there.
oh, for sure. No, I'm not saying that they didn't give him
What
his
school
career.
is that? Ole Miss? Was it Ole Miss?
It was Ole Miss.
That's what I thought. It's Michael Orr.
Michael Orr.
Michael Jackson. No, I remember after watching The Blind Side, I was playing Madden, and
Yeah.
ain't no way. The Blind Side guys in Madden.
They did this just for the movie. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought, bro, they used to do some wild stuff like way back in the day. Like on one of the old 2Ks, there was like a Make a Wish kid, and like for real, they put the Make a Wish kid in 2K. Like
That's actually kind of cool.
if you went into the roster, you scrolled all the way down to the bottom. There was a legitimate 12-year-old in NBA 2K, and he was 4'6", and he was 12. He was like actually 12 in the game. And whenever you created like a franchise, that kid would have still be in the franchise. He'd be like whatever 50 overall, you know. But every
Yeah.
season he would get better. And like by like year 5 of doing a rebuild, that kid's like a 99 overall. And he doesn't grow. It's not like he grows. He's still
Yeah.
like 4 foot whatever, 5 foot whatever.
He's leveling up in skill.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's kind of cool.
It is. Sometimes though, you like retire the first season. He'd be like a 12-year-old retired, hanging it up from basketball, you know. Which that's a little bit funny to me.
I feel like they shouldn't make him retire because I feel like that's kind of just sad.
That's what companies are looking for when they say that they're trying to hire somebody fresh out of school with 10 years of experience. You know.
Exactly. Looking for that 12-year-old in 2K.
That specific kid too. I don't know if he's still around. I hope he is, because I feel really bad like making jokes about him if he passed away.
But that's why you got to be careful because Make a Wish is literally for kids who have life-threatening illnesses.
Speaking of Make-A-Wish, there's a really funny bit that somebody else did. It's not my bit, but it's
Okay.
like talking about how like John Cena is like the angel of death for people with like any type of disease.
I mean, he does have the
Because
most like wishes
the
granted, so
most
all those people
Make-A-Wishes,
are
he
seeing
has the
him.
most Make-A-Wishes. So the most people that have died from life-threatening illnesses, the
That have
majority of
wanted
them have
to.
seen John Cena.
I mean, that's just
So
an incredible feat, all like by itself. Just seeing John Cena.
like if I was shown in a hospital and I saw John Cena and he was coming up to me, I'd run. I'd book it.
I mean,
I would.
can you run? You're in the hospital. Like,
I mean, as long as my legs work. I'm pretty sure leukemia doesn't affect the legs.
sometimes it does, though.
I know a kid that played football and he had leukemia. He has like stage 4 leukemia. And they
Really?
didn't, he didn't, yeah, I'm not going to dox the kid. He's a great kid. He's like genuinely super talented, the whole nine. But played like
Yeah.
the majority of a football season, like a flag football season, like not knowing he has stage 4, stage 4
Oh,
leukemia.
I thought you
And
meant he
then,
knew and
yeah,
he was just like, I'm gonna play flag football. Like that's what I'm gonna
no,
do.
legit, he just didn't know. And then like
Oh,
there was 1 week where he wasn't showing up, he didn't show up, and he was in like the hospital. And somebody came
oh,
up to me and he was like, "Yo, he has cancer." I'm just like, "No way!" You know what I mean? Like caught me so off guard. You know what I mean? You don't think about that kind of stuff, but then he showed up the next week, and he had like his head shaved, from like
yeah.
the chemo, or not
Hmm.
from the chemo, but for the chemo.
But
And
yeah.
but he had like shaved and he bleached it and he did like a big smiley face and like an emoji smiley face on his head,
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
funny. He has a good sense of
Yeah.
humor about it. But yeah, he showed up like after the championship game. He was really good, like I said. So like again, this is like 2 weeks before the playoffs, and
Oh,
yeah. So this kid he like ended up in the hospital undergoing treatments and stuff during when playoffs were and whatever else, which his team
mhm.
didn't do that great anyway, but that's besides the point. Um, yeah, but he got invited to the Pro Bowl because he was really good. So he showed
Mhm.
up to the Pro Bowl and he was like, showing support, for the teams and whatever else. He couldn't play because he had like
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but he had like bags, but like
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they're pee bags, pretty sure.
got you.
But again, it's
He, he still showed up to
pros
like
in
kind of
the
support the team.
yeah, exactly. And then and it's neat to see him.
Yeah.
I think he's doing better now. I think he's doing better now, which is good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Hopefully, I get the honor of coaching him next. That'd be great.
Yeah. Was he a kid that you did coach or what?
No, no, I haven't coached him, but again, I've coached against him enough times.
Got you.
Also, dog brains. I coach. Can you believe that? It takes an IQ that's like you know the
So
B in
low. It's
bingo.
almost zero. It's
It's
almost
it's like
zero.
it's like in the range of like the I in bingo. Like in like the I numbers. Pretty sure like the range is like 12 to like 20, like 12 to
Maybe.
like 20 something. Yeah. So again, you need the IQ of like two asparaguses stacked on top of each other to coach sports. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. All of your IQ points is just sports.
Yeah, all 14 of them. I like maxed out my level 3 character in the sports. That's what I did. No, and a little bit of music also.
A little bit of music. Like two of them are music. The rest are sports.
Yep. The other 12,
The other 12.
But anyway, hey, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah.
We had
Thanks for
a
having.
we have a good time. If you guys like listening to us ramble back and forth for a little while, let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to leave a like if you're still listening. Subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Anywhere. If you type in, if you type in, I mean, I guess if you just click on the link tree, it'll show everything. But again, just look us up. You'll find us. That's just as easy as it is. Also, shout out to the TikTok. It's doing bits right now. And shout out to Joy for running that TikTok for us, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
shout out me.
Shout out to the Chinese Communist Party for promoting us on TikTok.
Bro, make a TikTok, give the Chinese government your information, go like the TikTok.
Hey, fuck Taiwan. Fuck Taiwan.
Yo. This not going on there.
I mean, fuck the Chinese Republic of Taipei. I mean, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. My bad. I didn't mean to acknowledge them as a country, China. I don't want my social credit score going down over there. You know, I know it's already probably at 3. I need to build it back up. You know. But anyway, dog brains. Have a good day, and if you're listening to this at night, have a good night.
See ya.